What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Welcome back to the old subscribers. I am doing February readings for all the signs. I'm on the sign of Capricorn. Hope everyone is doing well. I have a special for one of my love readings. It is 25% off from now until the end of the month. So if you're interested in that, I will leave the link below to my website as well as my email. Depending on who you are and how you usually get readings, it doesn't really matter what you do. But you make your payment via paypal.me/guided tarot, and then you email me back letting me know you and your partner's signs, and then I will record your reading and send it back to you in a timely fashion. Well, this one wanted to come out. Contract. Indecision. You don't know what to choose because you can't see what the outcome is, or like if it's something. I feel like you're like questioning if it's real. You have yin and yang and the world card. Well, the bottom is attachments. Some of you guys are attached to someone. Could be an earth sign. Well, you are an earth sign. So is there an attachment to money that's off? Is there like some kind of weird money vibe right now? You guys could be in a cycle with another person. This person, I don't think they're really anything like you. I feel like this is very new to you, whatever this feeling is, and so you're kind of like stuck in indecision, where normally you probably would have already ran down this path right here, like, and circled back like 4 times, because you like, when do you question things, you know? The numbers 6, 8, 22, and 29 are on these cards. The number 6 talks about growth, and the number 8 talks about change. Whatever things you used to be involved in, whatever things you normally would have done, I feel like are changing, and that's what's causing you indecision, because you could easily go down the same path that you normally do, but now you're kind of in a new one. You're in a new cycle, and it's about kind of embracing the world that's out here, when it's so much more than you could have ever imagined, but being aware of not attaching to any kind of outcome or whatever kind of attachments that you could have around you, or to a certain person. Or I think it's outcome, because you guys like to know you're gonna win, basically, you know. You do have some pretty negative energy. I don't see like you're in danger. I just feel like this person probably is gonna start an argument. You have the Magician for the present situation. Eight of Swords for past influences. Whoa, what's holding you back? 7 of Cups. What's something you cannot control? The Page of Cups. The advice and what to do, you have the 6 of Pentacles. And the achievable outcome, or what to work towards, you have the 3 of Pentacles. And at the bottom, you have the Ace of Pentacles. So if you're all stressed out about money, I would recommend you just breathe in, like say a woosah one time for the one time, because I see a whole lot of money shit going on here. But you have to change how you think about money and what you think that you deserve subconsciously, or vice versa, what you're accepting. If the desire is outweighing the necessities, or if it's really not, but you're not really sure how to manifest that in, because you feel like you're stuck right now. Well, I can tell you right now, some of you guys aren't really trusting your intuition, because you're sitting here waiting You're sitting, okay, this dude has a shovel in his hand. He looks pissed off and he's like sad about this tree, but there's money on the tree. So it's like you kind of are waiting for something that's right in front of your face, if that makes any sense. And you're kind of blocking it in a way because of what you're manifesting in. Maybe it's something to do with changing how you would normally do things, whether it's emotionally or not. I think you're waiting for someone to come and approach you. There's definitely a spark here, but you're going through a lot right now and you're kind of running from it. You're trying to be discerning. I have faith that you will be, but at the same time, that your self-talk is what's deceiving you and kind of manipulating the scenario. Think of only your desires, never your fears. Trusting your intuition, because this card's in reverse. You guys aren't really trusting your intuition. You're not really trusting another person could come through for you. They're gonna give you the same thing because I can get that shit myself. The fuck you mean? Moving out of that negative energy, so you're not bringing it back into your area. The current situation is the Magician with the Hangman. So if you feel like you've been trying to manifest things into your life, you guys are pretty much evolving. You're shedding your old skin right now. So you're stuck in a situation because the universe wants you to get a better view of what's going on. They want you to pay attention to something. The Hangman is like someone who feels like they're stuck, but they're not really stuck. But I just feel like there could be things that are stuck from coming in because of something that you're attached to. Some kind of balance is definitely needed, maybe moderation for the time being. There's just some like a rite of passage you're going through right now, and it's going to take some patience, and there is delays right now, and there is success as well though. So be careful that you're not attaching yourself to that struggling, that poverty mindset, that you wasted your time being all stressed out and like losing your balance over this, because I feel like the universe is probably going to keep you chilling like this until you kind of get control of it, because you don't know how powerful you are with manifesting. The past influences, you have the Eight of Swords and the Fool card. When I lay the card down, the Fool is facing the Hangman and the Magician. So in the past, the way that you were mentally bound and constricted in a situation, it really does come down to you changing your thoughts about what this beginning is going to be like, how this could go in a new direction towards the light, towards the sun, not being stuck in your head, changing the way that you don't keep yourself stuck in your head. Don't self-sabotage a new beginning. Don't feel like you're not doing something right, because you are. I think that there's a level of indecision with relationships that you have in general around you, but that's because you're transitioning. You're when you level up, other people and things aren't gonna be on your level anymore, and it's kind of time to move on from that energy. Not necessarily the people, but at the same time, they're not going to resonate with you in the same way anymore. And it's just about you kind of going within and looking around, and seeing how you can take control of this. Where's your confidence in this? Why did someone else even have the option to take any type of control or any of your power away from you, when in reality all you really showed them was patience and compassion? You tried to balance the shit out. You tried to be a friend to them. You tried to make this love shit work. Could have been a Gemini, but at the same time, these past feelings are being thrown up in your face for some reason, because I feel like there's some kind of cycle that has triggered you, and you don't want to fight with this person anymore, but at the same time you kind of want to have peace in this, because it's like you just want to move on with your life, and you want to get things going, and you want the friendship, but you feel like this person never really supported you. They just talk about you, you guys are leaving a legacy, literally. I see fulfillment. I just think that things are delayed right now. Like the travel problems are real, but at the same time, there is some type of ending um, that needs to be recognized and accepted. There could be, it has something to do with a child, whether there was a death of a child or someone lost a child, or that there was some type of an ending to a pregnancy in the past, but now that there's this new love and the opportunity or the possibility of a new baby, it's triggering you. And that's where your strength needs to come in. That you do, that it can be a healthy pregnancy, that you've loved yourself, you can have more confidence in this, that you are in the right relationship for this, and maybe the past one wasn't, I think that you feel like everyone's like gossiping and talking about you, but I feel like at the same time you kind of want to have a conversation with someone too. Because what's holding you back is the Seven of Cups and the Four of Cups. You are confused by your feelings. Whatever opportunity this is taking forever and a day to come here, and you're not really expecting this. This person might not have expected this to go this way, but as this is approaching you, you're more and more confused, or someone you're dealing with. I just think that it's time to choose a direction, choose a path, choose a person, taking one step at a time, whatever you can do right now, and whatever you lost is okay, because everyone takes losses, even though that hits the ego. But at the same time, ego doesn't have a place in the spiritual realm. We have to lose to our ego, normal things and ways of doing things, and then things will make more sense. Because you are perfectly capable of doing things on your own and living this lavish, bougie ass lifestyle, but you also need to be aware that there is some forgiveness that needs to happen, whether it's to yourself or another person, because there's some past things that you still have an attachment to that are fucking with you. And also those feelings can be used against you, not necessarily by other people, but whatever other spiritual beings, they feed off of fear and any kind of toxic behavior. It just causes chaos. It causes things to be confusing, and it doesn't have to be that way. It just needs to kind of be aware that this is changing, that your faith should be in a decent place. I don't want to say completely back. I just think that you're so used to doing things a certain way because that's how you're brought up. You know your shit. You don't even have to quite, you can go on autopilot. Your brain won't even be functioning, and you know what the fuck to do. But now, when it comes to making a certain decision and telling the truth, it's like you're kind of stuck. You're sitting here like, I don't know what the fuck to do right now. But that's because you're going through a really big transformation. That means getting rid of things and letting new things in. Something you can't control. Page of Cups with the King of Cups. You can't control your emotions for this person. You can't control what this other person does. I think there might be some immature energy, or this is more about things that happen when we drink and party. It also talks about a new beginning, something unexpected. Someone has really strong feelings, and I don't think they really express them. And I think that things happened pretty quickly, and it's making you nervous because usually you don't get this way. You have a pretty well controlled hat over your emotions. I mean, Capricorn doesn't get caught up, you know what I'm saying? But you're kind of, if there's another person you're worried about this person's dealing with, they don't want to be with them. They are sick of them. They're sick of this person being self-centered and lying about shit and being jealous, and just, that's the person that's out of control right now. The one who's probably going to talk some shit. But that's because this person feels bad subconsciously they know they fucked up and they're trying to make things right to this person, but they're not having it. They're like, listen, bruh, I'm checking up the deuces. You know what I'm saying? You guys are kind of in this nostalgia, like you're growing, but it's like, it's kind of like um, a puppy love stage where you guys are like having some fun and, you know, you're kind of finding this harmony with another person or a relationship or a friendship. And, you know, maybe there were a lot of things that you have in common with someone where you're kind of going through things like parallel, but at the same time, someone, you know, is well aware that their life is changing really rapidly, but at the same time it's like you're trying to catch everything as it comes to you and like and break it down into 14 different solutions, but it's not going to work that way. Things are just going to be like boom 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 boom, you know, and we're only going to be able to interpret them one or two ways, and sometimes they're not always right, you know. We don't always know how another person feels or what they do, but we have to get rid of those doubts and those fears and those attachments to old ways and old things, and otherwise we're going to bring that in. We shouldn't be sitting here paranoid when you're clearly happy but you're just confused and you're scared, you know. Maybe what the universe is trying to get you to see is that it's okay to be that way. It's okay to be vulnerable and go through these changes and be happy for once instead of faking it and running, flying around, you know, and trying to balance everything out yourself. The advice and what to do is the Six of Pentacles, and the High Priestess is in reverse. I feel like the advice is to make sure that everything that you're doing for another person is being returned to you, whether it's relationship, friendship, period. If you're helping someone, that you're getting it back to them. If you are giving, you're taking. If you're taking, you're giving, that it's always even, that it's always balanced, so that things can be in alignment and come in a different way. Because with the High Priestess in reverse, you're not trusting your intuition. You're kind of blocking it off. And that's why I think you're confused about a lot of things. Make sure there's balance when it comes to things, and then I feel like the intuition will kind of pop back in. You know, I just feel like some of you guys have been in fight or flight mode for so fucking long that you're just like, you shut your brain down, you shut your intuition down. Like you're trying to figure it out, but balance is needed in making sure that in everything, across all planes of existence, everything is equal, so that there aren't any room for mistakes. That there's balance of two people, that there's balance of checks and balances. I don't know what I was gonna say. It sounded good, but moving away from anything from the past where people were abusive and they didn't commit to you. They said they were your friend, but they left, or they were worried about themselves, or they didn't really have feelings, or they were just a hollow shell of fucking God only knows, you know? Just overall being unhappy with themselves and projecting it onto you is what you're worried about, because it was a really hard breakup. It was a lot of arguing. It was a lot of regrets what you had with someone, and you are being triggered with that again. And with the new moon, I encourage you to purge those feelings, you know, writing it down, a list of people maybe that you haven't subconsciously forgiven, because every person that we can forgive is one step closer in our healing. It's one more step of ascension, you know. A lot of times we have to forgive people that don't deserve it in our heads, but that's not what this is about. It's bigger than us, and it's bigger than the ego that says we shouldn't forgive them, because people are out here hurting and going through a lot of things, and it's not necessarily okay for them to project it onto the good people, but at the same time it's a way deeper issue, and we have to show the love and forgiveness that we want in other people to get it returned to us. So it's important to stay strong. It's important to do the things that you desire and what you want to do. If there's something you do want to do, some kind of new project, and I encourage you to do it and work together with another person and just have fun and focus on rising above whatever you have going on, so you can get to this victory, so you can be your own motherfucking boss. You know what I'm saying? Leave the insecurities and the jealousy and whatever dumb, deceptive thoughts that you have in the past. And don't be overbearing and have such high expectations on yourself. You know what I mean? Because shit, we all go through things where we cannot control them. When the universe steps in, we're not controlling shit no more. We can say we are, you know, and the more we try to fight it and control it, the more we're messing up the flow of things coming in and out of our lives. The achievable outcome, or what to move towards, you have the Three of Pentacles with the Two of Cups. Working together with another person, whether it's a friendship, whether it's a relationship, having compassion and patience with each other. You know, this is pretty deep, and it's about building with each other, and it is about communication, and it is about working together. You know, I fixed you, you fixed me. We're in this, you know, bad boys for life type shit, but at the same time, not being worried about what another person had done to you, because even those thoughts are manifesting, and then you could turn around and this person's going to do everything that you thought they were doing, but that's only because you manifested this in. I mean, I'm not going to say people don't have free will, because they do, and you'll figure it out if that happens. But we have to be more aware of what we're manifesting by our thoughts, because we're the ones bringing that fear in. We're the ones kind of like pushing them in that direction. We don't even realize we're doing it. Because I see new opportunities. This is new money. So stop being so goddamn stubborn and thinking you got to do everything on your own. Because you have someone here that wants to help you, but it's like they feel like you don't want them around or something like that. Like, this could be your family. This could be where the overall worried about money, poverty shit started, and changing the direction of that, and like making the conscious decision that this is where this shit ends, you know. I just think that it's moving really slow, and it's like you can see it. You know, here's a turtle. He's chilling down here, and it's like when you put the cards this way, you can see the ship coming in, and you know that it's coming, but it's like this hurry up and wait, and this confusion is driving you fucking crazy, even though you know already that it's coming in. Like, you know, even though, you know, the Four of Cups talks about something that's unexpected, it's like you already know about this, or this person does. I mean, don't underestimate another person's intuition either, you know what I'm saying? We carry on a lot of things from our parents subconsciously that we need to release, because we're living out those same cycles. I mean, I see entrepreneur. I see you being the top dog. You having the courage, you know. Taking a break from people that expect too much out of you, and having a new start where you forgive people, and maybe you don't fuck with them, but you forgive them. Calling in your soulmate. Your positive prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Positive. Some of you guys pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you, and it's time to disconnect from the world. This could be a younger water sign for some of you. Someone who's really immature and just wants to live the party life. Maybe they told you they stopped drinking. Maybe you already kind of walked away from this person because of the way they are. You know, maybe you ignored some red flags in the past. Others of you, you have very soon clearly decided what you want so that it comes to you now. Making that decision, not living in indecision. You have released your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. And this could be you, this could be another person, you know, because I think you guys want to have this new beginning, but somebody needs to make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps that you're guided to take. You know, any old attachments are going to fuck up a new thing. So being aware that, you know, it's a joint effort. It's pretty deep. It's coming, you know, but you're going to have to make sure that it's even. Make sure that you're both working on it. Maybe just acknowledging that you're manifesting things in, even if you're confused about where the fuck it is. And if you're stuck, then it's time to kind of move around from whatever situation that is and do things in a new way. Because I think that you guys might be taking some bad advice from somebody that isn't really one to give advice, and they're kind of putting these roadblocks up for you, and you're listening to them for some reason. Kind of keeping you stuck in your head and like doubting yourself. So watch out for those type of people. Anyway, that's all I have for you. Good night.